Well, hello YouTube, this is Mountain Man with BCB Bushcraft here. We're going to give you a knife review on the Leatherman Skeletool CX. This is I consider it a small size multi-tool. You can see it on online for about $80. You can get them cheaper. I've also seen them for around $60, but I'd recommend if you're going to buy one that cheap, you better do a checkup on the retailer for it, because I know some people have to wait a very long time if they get their products at all. First off, we're going to go over the features here. First, notice it has a carabiner clip right here. This also can work as a bottle opener. Stick it under there and pop it off like that. Next, you have a 154 cm knife blade. This is very sharp. We'll demonstrate its cutting edge on some paracord. Just a regular old push cut. And it cuts it just like that. Very clean cut. No pulling or anything. That is how it comes out of the box. Next off, you notice it has this carbon fiber insert right here and tungsten carbide coating. I got this as a gift, so I didn't really have any choice of what I got with it, but you don't really need it. It doesn't make much of a difference. The other ones are stainless steel and aluminum, I believe, and they will work just as good for you. Same steel in the knife blade, which is all that really matters. Next off, you'll see you have your screwdriver. You got a Phillips number 1 and number 2. Now, the way you get these out of here is you push on the little button right here, and it pops up, and you can pull them out. You got number 1 and number 2. Now, they are the flat, so they're not full size. They're not as good as a Gerber multiplier would be, but hey, it works. It gets the job done, and that's all that really matters. Also, stored over here in the handle, you have a 1/4 inch, and I believe it is a 3/16 flathead bit, and that one I don't use as much because when you have it in the handle over here, it tends to kind of poke your hand when you're trying to use the pliers because it's not that big, and I have rather large hands, so I usually keep the number 2 end of the Phillips out here just so I don't hurt myself or hurt anyone else around me if they're using it. And then they just store in the handle. Let's see if you can see that right there. Next up, we got the pliers, and they do have a hard wire cutter. You can see that right there, the little slot in the back. They have the regular wire cutters and the pliers. Pretty good head. It does lock tightly in place, which is what you look for. It's not as great as a Gerber multiplier would be, but they are two different classes of multi-tools, so they both get the job done for what they're designed to do. Now, one thing you're going to notice with this one is that it does curve right here, which is good for when you're using the pliers. It feels nice in the hand, and it also has a little groove right there for your finger when you're using your knife like that. And it does feel right. This clip right here, the pocket clip, does not get in the way at all. The way it rests in your hand, it does not give you any blisters or anything. Since this knife is called the Skeletool and has a lot of skeletonization, I believe it is a very similar, kind of like a cousin to the Leatherman, I believe it's called the Mutt. It's going to be coming out here soon. I don't know exactly when, but I'm sure if we get our hands on one, we'll do a review on that too. You will see this one out in the field with us, not as frequently as you will see this one, because this is my primary one. I like it the most. It's got the most features. But this is more what I would use if you were going out to a party or something, because it's not very noticeable, it doesn't take up a whole lot of space, and it's more, I guess, what I would call elegant. You cannot abuse it like you would a pair of plumber's pliers or a plumber's wrench or anything, but it gets the job done. I think it's a very good multi-tool, and it works. Thanks for watching.